All right. So today we are going to work again on the Kimura. We're going to start with the Kimura from the half guard on top. We're going to do from the bottom, you know how to set up that Kimura, and then some strategies to get. Okay, so from the top position right here. Okay, so I have the half guard right here. I get the half guard position right here, and then that's the arm that I'm going to attack. All right, so I'm gonna get this arm, and then usually what happened, what the person on bottom wants, maybe he wants to get that underhook. Boom. And then let's see here. Boom, he got the underhook, and then I still have, see, something that I don't want to do is move my arm over his shoulder because he's gonna hip out and take my back. Okay, so once he gets that underhook, so what I need to do is you pay attention on my elbow. I have my elbow. I'm driving my elbow right here towards his belt. All right. So more than my arm is close over his wrist, harder will be to take my back. More than my arm is close to the shoulder, easier will be for him to take my back. All right. Of course, I don't want him to take my back, so that's why as soon as he gets the underhook, boom, I get the position. So now I'm gonna work with my free leg. I want my leg underneath him. All right, so if you pay attention right there, so again, one, so this leg is gonna be right here, under his leg. I don't wanna have this leg open. If I keep this leg open, easy for him to get that full guard. So my leg's gonna be on this position. All right? But in order to do that, all right, so once I'm here with my knees open, I have a good base. So once I put my legs together, one second here. Once I put my legs together, my base is not that good, so I have to pay attention when I do that. So starting from that position again, from the half guard. So he got the underhook, I'm gonna go one. So I'm gonna throw my arm over this shoulder, and then I'm gonna do that with my leg. So my leg is underneath his leg right here, I'm sitting back. If I bring my head back, right there, look at how easy it is for him to get the 2 points. 2 easy points for him. I cannot let him do that. So my head back right here is a big problem. Okay, so let's talk about this arm. The arm, I don't want this arm over his shoulder. So remember, I want to get the Kimura. Both arms against one arm right here. All right, but he has the underhook. All right, so instead to have my arm over his shoulder, so what I want to do is, I want the arm right here over his elbow. Look what happened. It doesn't have the underhook anymore. All right, so if I have my arm right there, he's gonna keep that underhook. I'm off balance. So what I need to do is, I wanna go right here. So once I get the position right here, I'm gonna turn into his legs right there. So this arm is trapped. All right, so he cannot move because it's right above his elbow. It's a hair above his elbow, this arm. All right, if he's below the elbow, what happened? He's gonna move that arm. All right, but because he's above the elbow and I'm putting against his body, he cannot move. So now I'm gonna use, now I'm gonna get my Kimura grip. All right, so even if he gets the grip right there, look at that, it's one, and then I get it. There is a few ways that I like to do the submission. The first one, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get this arm straight. All right, as soon as I get this position right here, he's gonna start to move his arm to spin, to twist his arm. And then I can finish the Kimura right there. So the whole process just to get the arm. I really like this way to get the Kimura. All right, so a lot of times I see you guys, you see that because my arm is over right there, a lot of times I see I cannot reach my own wrist right here because my arm is over the shoulder. All right, and this is what I want to avoid. So let's start again. Half guard position. He got the underhook. Arm, elbow towards his belt. All right, I'm gonna throw that arm over. I'm gonna switch my base right here. Arm by his elbow, I'm turning into his legs. That's gonna break any grip that he has right here. His arm is free, or if he has a grip, the grip is right here, easy to break. Control the wrist, control my own wrist. First thing that I want to do is try to get his arm straight. Boom. He might twist that arm, he might open right there, no problem. Go back to my knees and get this shoulder off the mat. Even if he gets on top of me, I'm gonna still go and get that Kimura. All right, so let's try to do that, guys. Let's try. All right, guys, time. So I think this is a good option if you're thinking about the Kimura from the top. So now, what about from the bottom? Okay, so from the bottom position right here, I have the half guard right there, and I'm about to attack his arm. All right, so the difference right here from the closed guard is, look, once I hit this position from the closed guard, my leg is blocking him. All right, so a lot of times when I attack the Kimura right here, well, his first reaction is to step over. All right, so he's gonna step over right there. All right, so that sometimes that's not gonna happen with the closed guard right here, because if he tries to step over right there, I still have this leg to block, to give a little resistance. But from the half guard right here, there's no leg, so you have to be careful. So what I want to do to avoid, so the steps will be very, very similar right here. All right, so I have the half guard, or sometimes I have my knee shield right there. But you see, this hand is on the mat. And then remember, again, instead to go and get a grip here on his wrist, I'm just gonna place my hand right there. All right, so I'm gonna pulse off that elbow. My arm is gonna go right there. And what I want to do, instead to think about the submission right away, I want to think about his hand. All right, so I want his hand away from his leg. Because sometimes I see, but I'm thinking about the submission and I want to go right there and look at that. For sure, he's gonna place that hand on his stomach. All right, so that's one mistake that I see you guys doing. So I want to get the position. That's gonna be easy. Monkey grip right here. One, I'm gonna sit up. You see the half guard is locked. I'm not giving him any chance to pass. The arm is good. Remember, arm over the shoulder. I cannot reach, so my arm is always close to his elbow right there. And then hand away. Boom, right there. He's not gonna go anywhere. All right, because I'm not on side control. Okay, so I have the half guard. Worst case scenario right here is gonna come a little bit that way, but usually that's not gonna happen. Okay, so hand away, back on the mat right there. All right. He can give up the top position. That sometimes I see people trying to counter this Kimura and give up the top position, but I'm gonna get on top and I'm gonna finish. All right, and then I'm gonna get 2 points. All right, so here, if he's not moving, so look, I have to move right there, hand, force his head. All right, so again, it's gonna be easy right here. So 1, sit up, get my grip, hand away, post, left shoulder is on the mat, and then I get the submission. So what I like to think is about, I'm trying to place his hand right here by his neck. Of course, some people are flexible, they will do that, but you know, most of the people that you train is gonna tap right there. Boom. So try to avoid to get the submission with your back flat on the mat. You always turning towards the head right there. All right, so one more time. So I get the position right here. I'm gonna go 1, hand away, back flat on the mat, turn, and then get the submission. All right, so let's try this one. That's the second one.
Hey, Eduardo.
Yes.
So when you're already cranking back and you have him in half guard, and your opponent might try to roll, do you try to hold on to the half guard still to try to submit or let him roll?
Careful, right? You have to be careful when you roll to not hurt the person, because sometimes the person is trying to roll and then you go and then the hand get all weird behind the back and then you hurt. But you know, if you don't want, you stay that the half guard is your guarantee that you don't need to get on top. You let the person go and then keep the half guard, be on your side, and then apply pressure with the arm. Of course, if you roll, you can roll and with the person and roll again to get the better leverage. All right, because you know the person on top wants to roll to place the hand, that arm flat on the mat. All right, because this is, so the person is right here. The person wants to roll to have that arm blocked right there. But you can roll again and get it. All right? But you don't need it.
Okay.
All right, guys. Time. Okay. So now, what we're gonna do when the person counters that, because you know, a lot of times you're gonna hit that Kimura, and then the person is gonna boom, get the hand right here. Hand is on the stomach right there. All right, so the hand is on the inside of your leg right there. So what can I do from this position? All right, this one's a little harder. All right, because I'm gonna give up my half guard. I want to take the back. So okay, so I'm here. I get that Kimura. All right, so I'm dealing with that. This guy is strong. I'm dealing with that. I don't know. I'm doing that wrong. You know already. I'm trying to get the submission here. All right, so he's going to step over. Boom. Boom. Once he steps over, what he wants to do is place that knee down. Boom. Much better. All right, so if I get the position right here, and I'm supposed to go and break his grip. That's going to be impossible. That's going to be very hard. All right. So now I want you to see, I have my inside leg over. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to let go the half guard. All right. So I'm going to try to bring my leg under right here. And I'm going to try to go and get that north and south position. All right, so now that his hand is not free, I want to keep his hand on his stomach. all right? And the person on top sometimes is helping me with that. He thinks that, oh, I'm gonna pass the guard, but you know, this is a dangerous position. So I'm gonna keep my hand on my stomach and I'm just gonna establish the position and wait for the guy to let go. But there's some stuff that I can do. See, I'm over my right shoulder, all right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move and then I need to be over my left shoulder right here. Now, his hand is still on his stomach. So what I want right now is I'm gonna open my legs and I'm gonna push it right here. I'm gonna throw my one hook and I throw the second hook. So let's do that again. All right. So I go and I hit that. He's defending right there. Okay, so I'm gonna see my leg that is on top. I don't want that. Actually, I want this leg underneath right there. Look, I have my right shoulder on the mat. All right, so my head, I'm gonna start to think about the north-south position. North-south, my hand, is underneath. His hand is on his stomach. I'm gonna open my leg like that, look, and then push him. See how he's gonna land on top of my leg. I don't want him to land right there because I'm gonna have a hard time taking it back. So this here is important right there. Throw the first hook, pull him to the side, and get the second hook. All right, so again, get that position right there. 1 and 2, he's gonna start, and then I go right there, free my leg. I'm gonna go, boom. He's on top of my leg, throw the first hook, start to attack the neck, boom. Get the second hook. Not sure if I'm gonna finish with the back, all right, but get the first hook in, manage to attack the neck and get the second hook. So this one's a little harder. Be careful if you don't have too much, a lot of space at home, but let's go. All right, time. So let's see one more time, right here. All right. So half guard right here. Got it. Hand is on, he's defending right there. Very hard to free that arm. So remember here, so look, with the bottom leg flat on the mat, this leg, I'm kind of pushing him. All right, so I want him to go to the side. All right, so that's important. So he's gonna go to the side, he's gonna pass. Boom, I'm gonna keep moving. Look at that, my head towards my hands. And then I get it. 1 and 2. Okay, so if I do here by myself, I get the position right here. I'm gonna go head, I'm right there. I'm gonna move this way, and I'm gonna push the person right here and take the back. All right, let's see guys, 2 more minutes. That's the last one.
Eduardo, one more question.
Yes.
So when your opponent finally passes you and he's basically on side guard, he has that free arm to post against your rotating body. How do you pass that? You just force it.
Is the arm? Look at that. The person has one arm to stop my hips, because I'm moving with my legs and my hips. All right, and the person has to think about defending their Kimura. Because at any time I can go and free that arm. So that's a lot of stuff. All right. So even the person is trying to block, I feel like my legs and my hips will be way stronger than just the arm posting on the mat. All right. And then you can go move your hips. Oh, the guy is blocking right there. I bet if you yank that arm, the first thing that a person is going to do is put the hands together. and then you go, and then you do it again. All right. So this, I feel like this position it's practice. All right. So I have some friends, they learn this one, and then they start to do that, and then they don't give up, and then they keep doing. And I have a friend now that's, he touched your hand, touch your, he's gonna hit that. He's either the Kimura, he's either will take your back, or he's gonna do a sweep. That is one, because that is a sweep opportunity over there. So once the person traps, once the person defends, you can do the sweep also. But and these are really good position. I really like to do that. Remember that once you working on the half guard on bottom, if you are too defensive, what happens is the person on top is he wants to pass. So you have to create that fear to the person on bottom to counter. Because, you know, as soon as you stop on bottom, the person on top is trying to pass, So I like half guard bottom, but you have to be very active. All right, guys. So tomorrow, outdoor, BJJ, outdoor cardio. Make sure you come. Join us to the class. You have to register. I sent an email with the instructions to register to the class today. I will send another one tonight and another one tomorrow. All right. Facebook page is RGB Berkeley Outdoor Class Partner Finder. Okay. So if you don't have a partner, don't cry. Don't cry. All right. So we're gonna find one for you. All right, guys. Thank you for watching today. See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you, Eduardo.
Eduardo.
Be safe.
Thank you, Eduardo.